Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is the third part of our series on dual booting Windows 11 and Android 16. If you are joining us now, we've already gone through the initial partitioning and installation, and today is all about refining the experience, getting our drivers perfectly sorted, and most importantly, setting up a seamless dual boot system so you can switch between operating systems with just a single tap. We're going to start exactly where we left off. You might notice that after the first boot, some things might not be running at full capacity just yet. We need to reinstall some drivers to ensure everything is stable. So the first thing we're going to do is boot into our USB storage through the UEFI boot menu. You know the drill by now. Reboot the phone, enter the UEFI menu, navigate to your USB storage device, and launch the installation environment. Once we're in there, we're going to run the Fajita offline updater again. I know we did this during the initial setup, but running it now ensures that all the driver dependencies are correctly mapped to the Windows installation we just booted. Just let that process run its course. It might take a moment, but it's crucial for stability, especially for things like GPU acceleration and power management. Once that's done, we're ready to move over to the Android side of things to prepare for the dual boot setup. Now, to make this dual boot magic happen, we need root access on our Android system. This allows the helper apps to modify the boot partition and switch the active slot. Since I'm running derpfest ROM for this example, I'll be working with the derpfest boot image, but the process is similar regardless of what ROM you're running. Go ahead and turn off your phone. We need to boot into fast boot mode. Hold down the volume up, volume down, and power buttons simultaneously. Once you're in fast boot mode, connect your phone to your PC. We're going to flash the stock boot image of your current Android OS first to ensure we have a clean slate before rooting. On your PC, open your command window and type fastboot flash boot boot.img. Make sure you're using the correct boot image file for your specific ROM version. With the stock boot image flashed, don't reboot to the system just yet. We need to go into recovery mode using the volume keys to navigate. Once you're in recovery, select Apply Update, and then choose Apply from ADB. We're going to sideload Magisk to patch that boot image. On your PC, type ADB sideload followed by the name of your Magisk zip file. Let that install. It will patch the boot image directly in the slot. Once Magisk is done, go ahead and reboot your phone into the system. When Android 16 boots up, unlock your device and head straight to the developer options. We need to make sure USB debugging is enabled because we need to run a few commands to extract that newly rooted boot image. Connect your phone to the PC again. We need to pull that rooted boot image off the phone so we can give it to Windows later. Open your terminal and run the specific command to copy the boot block. You might see a super user request pop up on your phone screen from Shell. Make sure you grant that access immediately. If you miss the prompt or the command fails, just open the Magisk app, go to the Super User tab, find Shell in the list, and toggle the access on manually. The command we're running is essentially copying the boot partition to your SD card as a file named rooted.boot.img, and then pulling it to your computer. Once the command finishes, check your PC folder. You should see the rooted.boot.img file there. Keep that safe. It is the key to booting back into Android. Now, let's set up the tools on the phone itself. You need to download and install the WOA Helper app. This is the control center for our dual boot setup. Open it up and naturally grant it root access when it asks. We also need the UEFI image file. Download that and place it inside a folder named UEFI in your internal storage. If the folder doesn't exist, go ahead and create it. Inside the WOA Helper app, navigate to the WOA Toolbox section and look for the STA Creator or Switch to Android Creator. This tool prepares the necessary files for switching OSs. Now, here's a really important note. Depending on your specific ROM, you might run into an issue where the Windows partition isn't mounting correctly in Android. If you check your internal storage and the Windows folder is empty, or if it says it is read-only, the automated script won't be able to copy the boot image for you. In that case, you have to do it manually. You'll need to take that rooted boot image we extracted earlier and copy it manually to the Windows partition. Since we're assuming a standard scenario where we might need to do this manually to be safe, let's do the reliable method. We're going to boot back into the UEFI boot menu and select USB storage again to access our file manager from the installation environment. Or you can mount the Windows partition if your recovery supports it. We need to take that rooted boot image file and copy it into the root of your Windows partition. And this is crucial. Rename it to simply boot.img. This is what the Windows switching script will look for. All right, with the file in place, let's boot into Windows 11. Press the Quick Boot to Windows button in the app or just reboot via UEFI. Welcome back to Windows. First things first, take a look around. Since we ran that driver updater earlier, you should see that your Wi-Fi is connecting flawlessly and Bluetooth is active and ready to pair. Open up Windows Explorer and navigate to the C drive. You should see that boot.img file we placed there. That's your ticket back to Android. Now, let's make the return trip easy. Navigate to the C drive, then into the folder named STA. You should see an executable file called sta.exe. Right-click on that and create a shortcut to your desktop. This is going to be your Switch to Android button. For even easier access, I like to right-click the shortcut and pin it to the Start menu or the taskbar. This way, switching OSs feels like a native feature. Let's test it out. Go ahead and run that shortcut. You might see a command prompt flash open as it swaps the boot slot information, and then your device will immediately restart. Watch the boot animation. It should skip the Windows loader and dive straight back into the Android boot sequence. And there we are, back in Android. It's pretty seamless once you have it set up. Unlock the phone and let's verify everything is holding up. Go into your settings. You can see we're running the full Android 16 setup here. Open the WOA Helper app one more time. You'll see the Quick Boot to Windows button is right there. You can also add a toggle to your Quick Settings panel in the notification shade, which I highly recommend. It allows you to jump to Windows without even opening the app drawer. So there you have it, a fully functional, rooted dual boot setup with Windows 11 and Android 16, with drivers installed and an easy way to switch back and forth. It takes a bit of work to get the boot images extracted and moved around, but the result is an incredibly versatile device. Thank you so much for watching part 3 of this series. If you ran into any issues with the mounting steps or the driver installation, drop a comment down below and we'll try to help you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more heavy-duty modification guides. I'll see you in the next one.